In honor of Black History Month, the LHR is highlighting American Black history as it relates and contributed to the region and industry. The LHR's recent diversity study focuses on diverse and marginalized groups of people's efforts and contributions to the lumber and related industries. Documentation on these demographics is often poor, particularly for people of color. Nonetheless, some have been documented in photographs and written records. This photo came from the Newell Lumber Camp. Forestry is also intrinsically linked to the heritage of the region. This is Ralph E. Brock, America's first academically trained Black forester, protege of Joseph Turnbull Rothrock, or Pennsylvania's father of forestry. Though still lacking, some of the best documentation comes from CCC camps. The Civilian Conservation Corps lasted throughout the 1930s, when segregation was still common practice in America. Pennsylvania had one of the highest numbers of CCC camps. Of about 151 CCC camps, 33 were segregated Black camps. While pay is documented as being the same as in white camps, evidence does suggest that there were fewer educational opportunities made available to these men, as well as limited leadership roles. In fact, despite being segregated, the Black camps still tended to have white overseeing officers. The CCCs were critical in fighting fires and replanting the area's forests. The forests have been stripped of their natural resources by the logging practices of previous generations. Across the U.S., CCC members planted approximately 3 billion trees, earning the nickname Roosevelt's Tree Army. In Pennsylvania alone, they planted over 60 million trees. The CCCs provided various forms of disaster relief and built buildings, roads, and other kinds of infrastructure, including swimming pools, much of which still exists and is in use today, roughly 90 years later. Many of Pennsylvania's state parks, including those located within the Lumber Heritage region, were initially CCC camps. The impact the CCCs had on the nation, the state of Pennsylvania, and the Lumber Heritage region definitely continues and can be seen today. Another key place in the region is Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Once holding the title of lumber capital of the world, it was also a key point along the Underground Railroad. Daniel Hughes was a lumber raftsman who utilized his lumber rafts and property to help people along their way to freedom. He donated a portion of his land to become a cemetery, which is the final resting place of 9 African American veterans of the Civil War. To read the diversity study, you can visit our website and hit the Discover tab. The LHR would also like to thank the Pennsylvania Lumber Museum. Their displays help make this video possible.